Hi, welcome to Art and History Museum's Maitland. My name is Randall, and today we're going to take you on a little tour of New Works, our 2020 Artists in Action exhibition. The Artists in Action program started here in 2010, so this is our 10th anniversary, and we're going to be looking today at work they've been doing in their studios for the last year. First, we're going to check in with Matthew and find out a little bit about his works. Hey Matthew, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Matthew, what is this?
So these are my 3 pieces in the New Works exhibition. These are some cast bronze wall reliefs that visualize data on gun violence in the United States. This one, a good guy with a gun, tracks people as they move through the space. The telephone just rang as well. That's Pickle Consulting, which is a telephone service that questions the act of being on hold, right? Like most modern businesses now, you call and a person doesn't answer, a robot answers and you have to interact with the robot. So I'm kind of re-examining that robot interaction.
Some of the visitors may wonder why we chose to put this piece right here in front of this beautiful fireplace. But one of the goals here of the museum is to honor our founder, J. Andre Smith, and his idea that the artist's job is to explore, to announce new visions, and to open new doors. And this is exactly what this is about. This piece is designed to make you feel uncomfortable, to think about this gun ownership problem that we have in the United States right now. So the fact that you walk in and everywhere you move in this room, from the focal point, this hearth that makes you think about the home and the importance of the home, and coming out of that is this gun that's following you over the room, is really powerful. Taking kind of those forgotten locations, places that we sometimes tend to not look at or maybe intentionally try to avoid, and really highlighting them and looking at what's involved in them and the beauty in the messy. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's one of the things he loves. Also interesting about them is this piece is an acrylic painting and this piece is an oil painting. So if you look at them carefully, you can really see the difference in those two media. I really enjoy the stairs here. They really feel like there's this depth of field. There's almost a wetness to the oil painting. This gallery features 2 of the artists in action. The front half of the room is work by ERICKA SOBRACK. And ERICKA's works are similar to Nicholas's in that they're these very quiet, unassuming spots that remind you of different moments in your life. But you'll notice there are no people in either one of their works. I think it's kind of a reaction to what's going on right now. We're all feeling a little isolated, that we're in these worlds kind of by ourselves. There's not a lot of other things going on. But it also gives you a moment to kind of look at this space that you're living in your world, and enjoy the beauty in that kind of mysterious look that it has. This is the work of Wanda Ortiz, and Wanda is an art professor at UCF, so she's busy at school today, so she wasn't able to be with us during the day, but she'll be here this evening. And Wanda has been on quite a journey since she's been here at the Art Center. Many of the works that we're seeing are really coming out of this time of COVID and the social unrest of 2020 from the summer. And so we're starting to see that reflected in a lot of the work, and definitely in Wanda's. And she has a beautiful artist statement that really expresses just how difficult this year has been for the arts community and the African American community and people of color all over. This is the deconstruction of many of her costumes that she's worn through the years, with the hair extension pieces and the jewels, even a crown on this one. These were all things that made up who those people that she was portraying in the past in her performances were. And now they're being ripped apart because of what we're going through. And Wanda will talk more specifically about hair and the importance of hair and braids to her and her culture, but I wouldn't want to speak for her.
I'm JACOUB Reyes, and I'm one of the artists in action at Maitland. I have my studio out in front of the Lake Lily, where I conduct screen printing workshops and other printmaking workshops. And I'm really excited to share some of the new works that I've been creating in the Orlando area. So I've collaborated with a good friend, Aaron Sarkeesian, on some bigger prints that are super interactive, and we're excited to have this debut for those works.
Great.
So my piece Incubation talks about like the different layers of the earth and how it kind of represents Mother Earth, you know. So all these works are tied by, you know, us kind of revering our ancestors, indigenous cultures, and seeing why they practiced what they did. So you can see kind of like our decline of Earth and, you know, the Earth pretty much eating us whole, you know. And we do have to kind of take warning from all these signs, like Hurricane Maria, which is on the other side of the gallery, and you know, these kind of forms that definitely foreshadow what's to come.
Okay, so this bigger piece was commissioned by a dear friend of mine for her daughter's wedding. And so during the commission knotting, she came into the studio and also learned how to knot on some pieces, so then that way she could be a part of this piece, which of course would be at the back of the altar, but then behind their bed in their new master bedroom in their new house. So there are a few knots that, you know, are done a little bit more loosely than like I would do, but it's just cute little signatures of her mom's work that was put in it as well. So we worked off of a couple sketches that the mom drew out for the daughter and then pieced it all together here. And I think this is my sign off for like traditional macrame work, because then since the residency I started playing with rubber bands and doilies and clay and slip, and I think I'm saying goodbye and au revoir to just regular macrame, which is kind of exciting. That's what the other work is behind you.
May to June 2021, we're accepting applications to our Artists in Action program. This program reflects the spirit of Andre Smith's research studio, and we're accepting for our 2021 to 2022 year. Go to our website, artandhistory.org, for more information, and email studios@artandhistory.org for updates.